This is my land. I live in a valley. If you guys can see, I'll show you. But I got the tall deck. It looks... It's over there. Over there, sweetie. We live down in the valley. Over that mountain right here is the city. If you look out yonder, in my deck, just this area, that hill, and that upper hill all the way to that second house up there, and that lower one right there. Oh, I do like it. It's beautiful. I can't believe I got 2 lots in the city, right outside the city. And then I feel pretty blessed. She's still looking for a ball. Where is it, girl? Where is it? Is it mommy's hand? Ha ha! Tricked you! I tricked you! Oh, she knows me. Ah, I got you! I tricked you. She is home. Tracy Biggest here with the drip tubing. I would totally recommend. Fuck that, you know, those sheds came with the house. They were on the deck, and my ass, you already know. I chucked them over. I want them down there. Because we don't chuck fucking sheds over the deck, guys. Obviously, look at what happened down. And it was like, I didn't care at that time. No, those sheds are expensive. Like, I don't know what you know, when you're just like going through it, and you're like, maybe I wanted to take it out on the shed. Grass only grows in the fall. It's fine. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes it's dead, bitch. There's no fucking grass. Not brown, not shit. Fucking dog poop. And my dog poops in that yard over there. And I didn't ask her to do it. But it's not my yard, and so I never have to pick up dog poop. It's an open field. Actually, it was sold to me. The realtor walked through. We talked about building a tree house. Just going through a breakup. My boss died. Switched jobs. Moved. And then all of a sudden, some man walks out in the fucking field here and he says, "This is my land." I believed him. Why would he lie about something like that? So me being the genius that I am now, but wasn't at first, because you think you could trust people. You cannot trust nobody. I look up the parcel numbers and sure shit, that's not my land. There's nothing to argue about here. I was pretty sure when I saw the stakes being put in the fucking ground. So I called Amanda. I said, "Hey, if there's some stakes being put out here, it kind of looks like a parcel line or a property line, you know, is being..." No. Nope. Definitely not. You're like, I kind of grew up on a farm and we built fences, and I'm like, pretty certain that that's like what's going on there. She's like, mm-mm. I said, okay. That was the first phone call before I signed the house. And then, sure enough, right after we closed, dude walked out and said, "There's my land." I said, "Hey, girl's like, no, don't believe everything you hear. They're really just trying to figure out." Yeah, except for Amanda, I looked up the parcel numbers here, and you know, I'm smart, I'm a genius, and I know how to do that, and a little bit too late. I'm playing the JoJo song over here. And then she just went MIA, and I was like, you know what, honestly, I told myself, girl, you and your manager's program, you got to triple your money. And look, there's a pro. You don't have to weed eat that too. Whoa. Actually, I'm glad they got it, because those neighbors up there have enough money. They had professionals cut down 5 of those trees out in their field, and it was necessary because 2 have already fallen on my house. This couple here, it's kind of a sad story. They handpicked all these rocks from the river, and they built this house. They designed it. There's really awesome maps and layouts that they created. It's really a truly sad story. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs with 2 baths, and then there's a living room and a kitchen, and I'm pretty sure that's where they were at first. Isn't this just so cute? That's how my house came. I'm so lucky. This house was only built like maybe 20 years ago. They were a sweet couple that I heard fought a lot, maybe partied. It kind of reminds me of me and my man or something, you know? Fucking having the best time of our lives and fucking, you know. It sounds like, well, I heard two stories. Because that lady down there thought she would walk up and just fucking bless me with her presence and let me know who she was and that there was fucking a couple here and one of them died. Thank you. That's great. So my house is haunted. And you know what? It was the only thing I didn't want. Obviously, I didn't want foundation problems or roofing problems either, but I specifically refused to buy kind of an older house. I mean, also because of, like, it probably is going to need a lot more repairs, but I don't want to be around ghosts. And I legit was like, I was very mindful of not having a ghost house. And sure enough, dude, what is the first thing that happened? And this lady's weird. Like, full on. I'm glad I don't know. I'm thinking her word might have passed, and I think she got rid of the rocking chair because I haven't seen it in a while. But this is my fucking scene. Rocking chair, white-haired lady. She's like, you saw my dad. So there I could be there. So she's directly in front of me, and she can sit on the porch all the way from a block over. And she rocks, and she's got thin white hair and a huge fucking bird. Luckily, she's a gossip girl, and so she looks like she's a crazy witch, but then she comes up here and she's like, yeah, Sandy over there fucking wants to know if you listen to anything other than Luke Bryan. Sandy wants to know? So you talk to Sandy about me then. There's no Sandy wants to know what. Sandy can bring her fucking bitch ass up here and ask me her fuck's up, and you get your fucking two-faced ass the fuck out of my fucking house, off my property. No, I don't want to go to your dumbass block party. I'm the one who lives in the middle of the motherfucking neighborhood. I'm the only one that's not married, and I am front and center, and I'll be out there just fucking weed eating and doing all the shit that I do, and there's a whole block party going on, and I'm the only one that didn't come. I would come. It's not that I don't want to eat your food. It's that I'm a little antisocial, and I don't want to hang out with Nancy and fucking Sally and talk about fucking Wanda. I'm just gonna start going, just filling my mouth up with food, so that way every time I'm just like, I can't even stand it. You guys like making me fucking want to smash my face in the fucking wall when you talk about other people behind their back. Gross and BALLS. You can say that too. Give it a shot. Literally, take one. Anyways, I'm gonna get off this. Anyways, sorry, you guys made me mad. I'm sorry. I'm angry inside, and I just erupted. Let's just get back to what really matters. It was because I fucking ghosted the bitch. It's fine. So I'm looking around this house, right? I mean, it was empty, but there was one thing here. There was three, actually. Or four. And there was horseshoes above the door. So I thought, And I only found out because one night I got in a fight with Zeke. And we were raging, yelling. And all of a sudden, I personally felt like, honestly, the horseshoes fell off the fucking top of the door. And I could be wrong. And I mean, obviously, like, the other option would be, like, we slammed the door and they fell off. But I don't know if I'm wrong or not. But I specifically feel like I remember more than one falling off and it just becoming, like, a noticeable thing. Or if it just maybe one fell off and then I checked and there was more than one. And I was like, what in the actual fuck does that mean? So I looked it up and it means that it either keeps good luck in or bad spirits out. I think that's fucking right. I'm like, this is why I felt like it was like it was going on. But whatever, here's their little plan. She didn't live long enough to actually do it with him, and he's not too much older than probably in his 50s, maybe max. But this is really cool stuff. I feel like I'm part of Blue's Clues or something in this moment, but it's really wonderful. It shows the entire layout and all their plans and where they were going to place the gazebo, and this one's awesome. I just love looking at this. I just feel like this is such beautiful time spent. It's so meaningful, you guys. I hope that some of you guys can get dreams like this. But yeah, you see he's got the pond down there. That's in the lower lot, and he puts a shop there and a basketball court. And it does look like he changed the layout to the lower half. He changed them a few times. He was going to do the office upstairs, and he had a few ideas, but I'm just so blessed to have been able to experience this, and I hope that you guys can buy your first home too. Good luck.